Hi Peter, Craig Ball. Got my own practice. I'm licensed through InFocus, and I've been in the industry now almost 30 years. So this year's 29 years.
Brilliant, congratulations. And how long have you had your own practice, Craig?
1995 officially. I came into the industry as an advisor with AMP, and then I went into management for 7 years, and then went back into the real world in 1995.
All right, so you've walked on both sides of the fence, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, we're mixing a metaphor, but
and look, both sides have been fantastic. AMP provided really solid training and all the training that was necessary to allow someone to start in the business, but also from a management point of view, just to get a really good understanding of some of the things that advisors go through, some of the stresses and difficulties and hurdles that they face all the time. So both sides have been very good.
yeah, very good. So what motivated you to become an advisor in the first place?
Well, I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy for 7 years.
All right.
And I wanted to look at something else that would actually allow me to have time with my family. And I went to a resettlement seminar. And there had been some frustrations in the Navy with things like being paid what I thought I was worth. And Steve Helmich was at the resettlement seminar, and the little hook that grabbed me was he said, it doesn't matter how experienced you are, the harder you work, the more you earn. And I thought, I need to investigate this a little bit more, and I did. And as soon as I went down that path, I thought, yep, this is what's right for me.
Well, that's a good lesson, I guess. The harder you work, the more you earn.
Correct. Yeah.
What motivated you to go into the Navy in the first place?
I think it was a dream as a kid, really. Probably watching war movies,
Okay.
and fantasy did not equal reality.
So coming back to the present, you're an advisor. What else do you do within the industry? Is it take up all your time as an advisor, Craig, or what else do you do?
I've got some other interests. I developed some software many years ago called the Allocator, and we've just done the latest upgrade, and the upgrade gets released today.
Okay,
so
that's
I'm really excited about, and it's taking into consideration all the new transfer balance caps. So it's going to ensure that when advisors are doing structuring work for their clients, that they can never put them in a situation where that client will exceed the transfer balance caps. And if they do, it gives them a range of options. You'll come up with a big red flag that says, can't do that anymore because of the new rules, but these are the options that you've got. And then it gives them a range of options, and it also opens up the discussion with between the advisor and the client on some of the other strategies that are really important in estate planning. So we've done a lot of work, done a lot of modelling. The algorithms were very difficult to build, but really excited about the new features.
Right, I presume it's got its own website, Craig?
Yes, I'll give that a plug. So it's www.theallocator.com.au.
We'll put it on the screen for anyone interested, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, looking forward, what do you see for the future for financial advisors in Australia?
It's really a difficult one. I think technology is changing everything. Education requirements are changing the way advisors need to operate. And that's a good thing though. Change is always a good thing because it means we need to step out of our comfort zone. For me personally, I see my business sort of morphing into a family office type of scenario. The reason why I say that is I'm also developing some new technology around the self-managed super fund environment, and it'll show trustees how to get the assets of the super fund down to their non-financial dependents in the most tax-effective manner. And ideally what we want to do is eliminate the tax office as a beneficiary.
That's great, and if it's serving the interests of the client in a more efficient way especially, then that's terrific.
And all we're doing, just like the allocator, we're just using current legislation to get the best outcome for the client. So the way that I see that working for my business is we'll be dealing with that older generation that where the kids have left home, and we'll show them how to structure their affairs so that all of the assets go to the people that they choose.
All right.
And so eliminating the need for excessive legal fees, and where possible, eliminating the ATO as a beneficiary. And if we then get the family on board with the parents' decisions, then we can introduce them to the allocator to once again get the best outcome for them.
Sounds terrific, Craig, but when you're not advising your clients, when you're not developing new cutting-edge software packages for other advisors.
Yep.
What are you doing? What are you doing when you're not doing that?
Well, up until Christmas I was playing in a rock band. We'd been playing together, but our lead singer unfortunately passed away. And more unfortunately, he took his own life. He'd suffered from mental illness for many years, and things got a little bit too tough for him. And so that happened just before Christmas, which was very sad. He left a wife and 2 8-year-old twins. On a positive side though, he came to me many years ago. We did all of their estate planning and structuring, so financially the family's fine, but that really knocked the wind out of everyone's sails.
Oh, that's tragic, of course.
It was tragic, but this is what we do, you know. This is why we do what we do. The other thing I do is I'm very heavily involved in my gym, so twice a year I do like a body transformation competition. I finished one about 7 weeks ago, so in the last 7 weeks I've been enjoying chocolate and red wine.
Congratulations, you're looking pretty trim.
Well, I've actually put on 4 kilos since the last comp, but on Monday I start again. I've got another big session leading up to Christmas, and so it'll be a little bit ugly, and my wife will get very frustrated with me, but it's good fun.
Good luck with that, and looking forward, you're perhaps slightly closer to the end of your career than the beginning, possibly.
Yeah.
What do you see for your own future?
I think if I retired, I'd drive my wife crazy and I'd be bored out of my brain. So I think I'll always be involved in some capacity, whether it's developing software or mentoring or training or just coming in for fairly complex matters with clients. I think I'll always have my fingers in the pie somewhere until the air's out of my lungs and I'm no longer here. So
sounds about right.
I'll do something.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Craig Ball, thank you for your time.
Okay, thanks, Ben.